Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I recently downloaded Animal Crossing Pocket Camp and I thought it'd be a really fun idea to make something related to it. And I thought let's make one of the characters out of Hama beads. So I decided to make Rosie. She's one of my favourites. But this artwork didn't go according to plan. I was really pleased with how it was going all the way through. I was like, yeah, this is a really cool idea, this is really cute. Let's do a whole big square full. But then I ironed it. And yeah, you'll see later on anyway. But because I didn't have any time to record anything else this week, because it's a really busy week for me, I thought let's just show it. Let's just show the fail. Because we need to be real, don't we? Art isn't always a load of refined pieces. There's often quite a lot of blood, sweat and tears to get there, and lots of fail pieces along the way. And as artists it can be quite easy to just post the works that we're really happy with and not those that we're not so happy with or that in our opinion fail. So once I'd created the little character with the beads, the little character Rosie, I thought let's create some little bits of fruit from the game, because that'll be cool, that'll be quite cute, and then we can have a few little pieces, because I was originally going to iron them like separately and they'd be separate pieces, not all one big square. And this would have worked out fine. I think I could have coped with ironing these smaller pieces. It would have been a lot easier to get the heat even and it wouldn't have looked so bad at all, and this was really what I should have done. So that's often the case sometimes with artwork. We get to a point in the artwork where it's going really well and then we go, oh, let's do this as well, and that often is the thing that ruins it. But that's okay though, because we need to experiment, otherwise we're not going to learn and we're not actually going to develop skills, because sometimes experiments go well but more often than not they don't, and you just need to learn to accept that. So I filled in the background after creating the fruit with some little triangles and one colour. It's kind of a greeny, bluey, paley colour. I don't really know what it's called, because I had loads of them and I thought, yeah, let's make a whole background, let's make it a good piece of pixel art, because I find pixel art really hard and I want to get better at it, and because I quite like creating with these beads. But it didn't go according to plan. I also didn't film all of the background because it was just taking a long time to put each little bead on, and if it was just the same colour, so there's quite a bit cut out. So what did I learn through this experience? The first thing I learnt was that I definitely need more practice when it comes to ironing. When it comes to ironing Hama beads, you really need to make sure the heat is distributed evenly, so you get an even kind of melting, so you don't get some really flat bits and some bits still with holes in, and that you also don't over iron because the beads will melt too much. And to be honest, a mixture of this happened when I ironed this. I also learnt that failure is okay, and it's okay if things don't go our way in art, and we will learn from those mistakes, and we should be more confident in talking about our art failures and our learning experiences, because like I said, we don't just suddenly paint something like the Mona Lisa overnight. What is really annoying though is that while I was editing and recording the voiceover, I had to keep watching the process, and I really liked this process and I think the footage was quite good and I was liking how it was turning out, and I kept having to be reminded of how good it could have been. So let me know what you think, and have you ever had any experiences like this where you have learnt from, and what did you learn from it? Just before we cut to the final piece, I just wanted to say that next week's video will be a collaboration, hopefully if all goes well, and if you want to see that, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be reminded when I upload the video. And the artist I'm collaborating with is really talented, so you really need to look forward to that. So now let's take a look at the piece after my attempt at ironing it. So here is the final result, and as you can see, for a start, it's not even flat. Look at that. And some of the beads have melted considerably into some very odd shapes, and it's even worse on the back. You can see it's even gone through and melted the back, where the back should all look like this. So yeah, as you can see, it's really uneven and not great. But never mind. I'm not going to throw it away. I'll probably use it as a paint palette or something. Or a rocking horse. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it turned out into a bit of a fail. And I'll see you next Thursday. Bye for now.